Hey friends, welcome to the Links to Messiah podcast. My name's Rachel Kushner, and this is where we explore the Jewish roots of our faith and create family traditions that point straight to Jesus. Let's get started. Welcome back to our Shabbat table. This is the place where we slow our pace and we remember what matters the most. Today, we are continuing our series on heroes of the faith. So far, we've learned about Sarah, Deborah, and David. And today we're talking about Esther. Do you know why? Do you know why we're talking about Esther? Next week is Purim. Oh, I love it. We get to really dig in and think about Purim, think about Esther. Purim is the story of God faithfully preserving his covenant people through hidden providence, protecting his promise so that redemption could come to the world. That is such a powerful sentence. Listen to it again. Purim is the story of God faithfully preserving his covenant people through hidden providence, protecting his promise so that redemption could come to the world. So before we dive into today's episode, I just would like to share something very special with you. Our Passover family activity boxes are officially on sale. If you have ever wanted to celebrate Passover with your children but felt a little unsure of where to begin, this is exactly why I created these boxes. They are designed to be open and go. Everything you need is on the inside. Hands-on activities, meaningful teaching, sensory elements, a guided experience that is going to help your children see, taste, and understand that Jesus is our Passover lamb who takes away the sins of the world. But what matters to me most is this. These are not about just checking off a holiday. This is not about me just selling boxes. They are about remembering that God keeps his promises. At Passover, we tell the story of rescue from Egypt. At your table this year, you can help your children see that the same God who delivered Israel then is still faithful today. You can find all the details in the show notes. That brings us to today's story, because there was another moment in history when God kept his promise to save the Jewish people, and his name, God's name, is not even mentioned in the entire book. Did you know that? Let's go back to Persia. The Jewish people are in exile. Jerusalem is far, far away. The temple is not central in this story. They are scattered across a pagan empire under King Ahasuerus. Generations earlier, God made a promise to Abraham. I will make you into a great nation. I will bless those who bless you. The one who curses you, I will curse. And through you, the families of the earth will be blessed. That promise is hanging over the entire book of Esther. Let's get into it. Because if the Jewish people are destroyed, the promise is broken. If the Jewish people are wiped out, the line through which Messiah will come is cut off. Enter Haman. Boo, Haman. If you're familiar with the story, when we read it as a congregation or a group of friends, whenever we hear the name Haman, we have these groggers that make a really annoying sound. And every time we do that, we make the sound really loud and we scream, boo! And the reason we do that is because we want to blot out the name of Haman. We don't want to hear that name. It's such a mean, evil, ugly name. Haman is enraged that Mordecai will not bow to him. He does not just seek revenge against one man. He plots a genocide. A decree is signed to destroy every Jew in the empire. A date is set. It looks final. It looks irreversible. It looks like it's the end of God's promise. And yet, God is already moving. there's a young Jewish woman named Hadassah, also called Esther. She's hidden, positioned, crowned, not randomly, but providentially. When Mordecai tells her of the decree, he speaks words that echo through redemptive history. Who knows whether you have come to the kingdom for such a time as this? Esther could not stay silent. She could preserve her comfort. She could hide her identity. Instead, she identifies with her people. She calls for fasting. She risks her life. And she walks into the throne room uninvited. The king extends the scepter. That small movement changed everything, because the God who made a covenant with Abraham is not asleep. The king cannot sleep one night. He reads the royal chronicles. Mordecai's loyalty is remembered, and Haman's pride is exposed. The very gallows built for the destruction become the instrument of reversal. The Jewish people are saved. The promise holds. And generations later, in that preserved Jewish line, Yeshua, Jesus, our Messiah, is born. Do you see it? Purim is not just about courage. It's about covenant. It's about a faithful God who refuses to let his promise die. The enemy has tried before. Pharaoh tried in Egypt. Haman tried in Persia. Herod would later try in Bethlehem. But every time, God preserves his people, because through the Jewish people, salvation comes to the world, including you, including me. This week in our Shabbat Club, we're doing a family activity. I want to share it with you because it's something that you could do at home. If you're not a part of Shabbat Club, there is a way. I'm going to teach you. There's a way for you to do this at home. If you're part of Shabbat Club, get ready, because this is going to be really powerful and the graphics are beautiful. If you're interested in learning more about Shabbat Club, there's information in the show notes. This family activity is called Hidden but Not Absent, because in the book of Esther, God's name is never written, but his promise is being protected on every page. So parents, you see that one sheet, it's got the Hebrew letters that spell Elohim. Elohim is one of the earliest names for God in Scripture, and it reminds us that he is creator, sovereign, ruler over kings and empires. Even when his covenant name is not spoken, the Creator God is directing history. So what I want you to do is take those Hebrew letters, you're going to cut them out individually, you're going to hide them all over the house. So you're going to have that word Elohim in Hebrew. You can also write out, you could do one, you could do both. God is working. And you're going to take each letter, you're going to cut it out, and you're going to tape it somewhere in your home. Tape it on a door that they're not used to seeing. Put it in a drawer that they open often. Put it near their toothbrush. All over the house. You're just going to hide them all over the place. And as your children search for the hidden letters and place them together on the table, you're going to say out loud, Elohim is working. Elohim is working. God is working. So as they are searching your whole house to find all of these letters, you're going to hear their precious little voices saying together, Elohim is working. Elohim is working. And then you will remind them the same God who preserved his people in Persia is the God who keeps his promises today. Purim teaches children something we desperately need to understand. God keeps his word. When circumstances look final, he is faithful. When evil seems powerful, he is sovereign. And when the story feels uncertain, he is writing it. And because he preserved his promise through Esther's courage, we can celebrate not just Purim, but Passover, rescue in Egypt, rescue in Persia, rescue at the cross. One faithful God. Happy Purim! May your table be full of joy and remembrance. Thanks for joining me today. Don't forget to head over to linkstomessiah.com, where we have a lot of free resources, seasonal boxes, and an ever-growing digital library. We are here to help your family connect with the Jewish roots of our faith and the Messiah, Jesus.